What's up? We're back for another Amateur Life, and this is our golf talk. This is our new little segment that we're trying to do on Wednesdays, since the other one normally gets recorded on Thursdays. And we got Cavy on the phone again.
Hello, hello.
So we got our picks kind of in for this weekend's Charles Schwab. My picks were really, really shitty for last week for the major, for the PGA Championship. That kind of sucked, since I lost every single bet. How'd your picks go?
I think I hit one.
So
Wrong.
JT ended up winning that. That was kind of a surprise to me.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we were talking all throughout the tournament, but it was just eating up all the players. The course is playing super tough.
Yeah, it was really tough all weekend, and so it was surprised to see some of the scores and stuff, and then some of the people that were up there. But what about all the controversial with Daly? Right, that's John Daly, the dude that's heavy set.
I didn't even see anything about him. What's that?
Just everyone's like, oh, about him, all the way he's like smoking, drinking. Then he was out till 2 a.m. at a casino before going off, I think on Saturday or something. It was just like, he's like the most, like everyone's like in love with him just because he's like don't care. He doesn't follow like the normal PGA type of rules where got to be clean cut, you got to be proper and everything like that. So everyone was like, yeah, this is how I want to golf, and it's like a weekend buddy that you could.
Yeah. I mean, John Daly's done that his entire career.
Yeah, I mean that's
And
why he's sponsored by Hooters.
yeah, exactly. And he actually played well. He made the cut.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, John Daly is everybody loves him type of guy.
yeah. Well, he's like your regular Joe that you would have come and golf with you on a weekend or something.
For sure, like for a while there, he was living in an RV.
Wouldn't surprise me with him.
For sure, he's had like four different wives.
um, yeah. So this weekend should play a little easier. I can't remember. Is it the Colonial Country Club they're playing at?
Sounds right.
I think that's where they're playing this weekend. I want to say it's like a par 70. They said it should be easier. So like some of the like pros and stuff like that we're talking up the course and stuff. They're saying don't be surprised if you see like minus 20 on Sunday, hey, for a final score.
Is that crazy how just the way a course is set up and the style of it can change that much?
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Pretty crazy.
this one I think is fairly flat. It's fairly easy in general. Um, but yeah, we can get into our picks here. I see you had a couple top 20s. Kevin Steelman and Brandon. I don't even know how to say it. Who's the other guy they had for top 20?
Brent Snedeker.
Yep. So you had those two.
Yeah,
And
I mean, Brent Snedeker is like 50 something, I'm pretty sure, and he plays in like every single tournament there is. And I don't know why. This week I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw in some crazy picks and see if any of them hit
yeah.
instead of going with like the norm.
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple norms for my winner and top five, like a couple more of the favorites. Um, but I do have one top 20. I went JT Poston. He's
60 Poston. I actually like that.
yeah, that was one that I think there's only other one expert that liked him for a top 20, but just kind of looked back on his results, and um, I'd say he's like hasn't been playing terrible, and has been, I think, up in the last four tournaments he's played in, has been in the top 20, I think three of them. So, or at least tied close to top 20. So,
Yeah.
and then
What are his odds? Do you know?
plus 500.
Okay.
So I think yours were plus 600 and plus 700. So he's a little
Yep.
bit more favored over top. So I kind of went safer this week just for the fact I've been losing so much. I mean, I got to take some safe picks here and try to win.
Yeah, I went a little bit of both, but mainly kind of the crazier one.
Yeah. Now, your top 10 here, you had Chris Kurt, which is plus 450, and then Jordan Spieth at plus 140. Kind of surprised he took Jordan Spieth top 10 and not for like a top 5.
Yeah, I just think, I mean, Jordan Spieth is still playing. I mean, every tournament he plays, then he can get a top 5 or a top 10. So, I mean, he kind of just, he didn't play as great as I thought he would because obviously he was our winner last week. So that's kind of why I put him in top 10 and nothing better. And it's plus 140 at top 10, so why not?
Yeah.
And then this Chris Kirk guy, I actually don't know like anything about, but I saw a couple other people had him for placing well, and I was like, why not? For plus 450, let's throw him in there.
Yeah, now like Jordan Spieth, he's done really well. Isn't it like the last 5 years he's finished either first or second in this tournament?
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
It's something pretty crazy because they were saying that he's looking to repeat his success here and stuff like that. So that that's another reason why I was surprised you didn't bump him to top 5. I got for my top 10 Billy Herschel and Tom Hogue, I think is how you say his last name. So kind of in line with my JT post, plus 300, plus 500. So a little bit on edge, but Herschel's been playing all right the last few tournaments, so I could see it staying well.
Yeah, I don't hate those.
And then top 5, you had Justin Thomas or JT at plus 190. That's kind of another safe bet, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I do this every time though that a winner wins and plays in a tournament after, and they always don't even get top 5 or even
Wait,
close to it.
yeah, I mean, like we just said, we're surprised he's even playing in it. So that's why I didn't even leave him in any of mine. Plus, for top 10, I think he was minus like 120. So it's like not even worth throwing money on him, really.
Yeah, I mean, top 5 at plus 190 is not that great.
No.
Um, but I just figured, and there's just a few of them that have been hot kind of all year. He's one of them, so I just had to throw him in there.
Yeah, and that's kind of the theory with my top 5 was Scotty Scheffler. He's been hot for so long. He was a little off last week, but can he, recover and be back and or is his hot streak done? So I kind of took him for a top 5 to see kind of what happens if he's back and he's playing. It was just an off week, or if it's nope, his hot streak's done, and then I'll probably stay away from him for a little while.
It's so hard to judge off last week because I mean it just destroyed everybody.
Yeah.
And I mean even like JT didn't play all that great and he won it.
Yeah.
And like we said like last week, John Rahm, Scotty Scheffler didn't even make the cut. Top 2 golfers in the world.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of hard to judge, but I left Scotty out just because I kind of think he kind of peaked early on in the season, and I think he's going to kind of struggle the rest of the season.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
and that really could happen, but I'm kind of banking on him not. I think he's just it's just an off weekend, and he'll stay hot for a little bit longer. So I'm hoping he kind of bounces back this week. Now we'll get into our winners. How do you say your guy's name?
Mio Pereira.
So he's plus 5,000, and that's pretty big risk there.
So he absolutely choked last week, and I felt so bad for him. He had the 54-hole lead, so that means he was leading after 3 rounds going into Sunday, and he played just the way he needed to all day Sunday, and he ends up taking a double bogey on the hole 18 to not even make it into the playoff. If he would have parred it, he would have won the event. Won the PGA Championship.
So you think he's going to have a rebound this week, or do you think more mental breakdown type of deal?
I think it was. I think he proved that he got what it takes, and I think his mental breakdown just on hole 18 is going to kind of get him a little fired up this week to prove that he is a top golfer. And I don't really know much about him up until the PGA Championship, and at plus 5,000 odds after coming off a hot streak like that, I don't know. That's kind of why I took him.
No. My winner is someone you had in your top 10, and that's Jordan Spieth. I'm riding again.
Okay.
So I think I picked him to win this past weekend. The PGA Champ, I believe, was my pick to win that. He didn't. First day really was his only day that he really struggled and just kind of put him out of it. I mean, the next 3 days he didn't play terrible.
Yeah, he was just scrambling to even make the cut, and
Yeah, I mean, day two he played pretty good because I think he recovered a couple strokes because I think he was +6 after day one, and then I think he
Yeah,
was to +4 to make the cut, and then I don't even know what he finished. I want to say he was right around there. So it's like he didn't, he didn't do anything amazing, but and then with his history at this course, I'm kind of like, okay, the history, he's always played here well. He has confidence here. Or he was able to clean up by the end of the weekend. It felt like so. I like him going into this weekend. We'll try him again. That's +1200. So not quite as big of a gamble as yours, but again a little bit safer bet that I felt to take.
yeah. Um, just going off kind of this for this tournament. I mean, just some other names that are playing in this after the PGA Championship. Like we said, it's kind of surprising how many well-known players and top 20 players are playing. But Colin Morikawa's playing, Will Zalatoris, Victor Hovland, Max Homa, Sam Burns, Daniel Berger, and a bunch more. But I mean, those guys there are. I mean, we didn't even put them in our top 20s, and all those guys are top 20 players in
Yeah.
the world. So
One that I could see out of that you just listed there for a potential winner, and I kind of thought about was Morkawi. He just always seems
that's
to struggle at the big tournaments.
yeah. Well, he won the was 2021 um, Masters, was it? I think. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
and
other than that one, but it always seems like he just chokes and isn't like. See, I don't think he even made the cut.
no, he did not play well. But I almost took him as my winner because I
Yeah,
was like, he has to start playing well at some point.
that was my
And
thought. I think I seen Ricky Fowler. I was contemplating. He had a fairly decent,
yeah, I really want to put him in my top 20, but I
That's what I
decided
was
not to.
thinking.
I think what I'm trying to find.
See if we can find the odds quick, because I want to say it wasn't very good odds for top 20, but he's just one of those names I think
Plus
is so popular. So,
300.
not
Not
terrible.
that bad. No,
Might
but
jump
yeah,
back in and throw a little on him just to see if he can continue to play well or so.
I mean, you would hope. But and then kind of circling back, I mean, thoughts on Tiger? Like it's kind of weird.
That's kind of what I expected, though. I had said that. I said I was worried about the weather going in for him being stiff and sore, and then like he was saying, the back to back pretty much tee times. He had a late tee time on what was it, Saturday and or on some
Or,
Friday, and then
yeah,
early on Friday or whatever. I don't know. It was like Thursday,
yeah.
Friday, or
I
they
think it
were
was Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday. Yeah, because like I was just worried with that. I just knew he needed time in between, and then if it's cold and windy, back starts hurting, and you're not playing well. You know, if he was fighting for the lead, he would have stuck it out. But
Yeah.
when you're that far back, you barely made the cut.
I mean, for him to still even make the cut is just, especially on a course like that,
Yeah,
it's
and
just
definitely with
pretty.
how he struggled after day one.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. So I don't know. I think he'll probably play in the next major, which I don't even know when that is. I
Y-
think he has a quite a bit of time.
No, I think it's coming up fairly quickly, isn't it? Isn't it like the second week of June?
I don't know.
I want to say it's like
Look it up.
It's like the weekend of the 10th and 11th. I want to say. Let's see. Oh, PGA schedule.
Oh yeah, the U.S. Open,
It'd be the U.S. Open.
June 16th.
So 3 weeks.
I don't know. I probably won't even play in it.
Yeah, it really could depend on. Well, I guess you got about a month total. So
The end of July is the Rocket Mortgage. We need to get a crew together to go to that.
July Rocket Mortgage.
The end of July, I think.
End of July. Yep, right there. July 28th and 31st.
The Detroit Golf Club.
Figure out how I can get a media pass for us.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, the major before that's the British Open.
Yeah, not many name players playing the Rocket Mortgage, but certainly like Ricky Fowler and Bryson DeChambeau do
Yeah, it'd be cool just to go. Then
for
you got the
sure.
FedEx Cup and playoffs in August. Are they doing like a playoff thing?
No, it's just what they call it. It's kind of like the last tournament to get points for the FedEx Cup.
They should set it up where you get points at all these majors for making it, and then but basically go from the like how you did in all the majors. You earn points, and then it matches 1 versus 40 or whatever, or 1 versus 50, however many golfers they want to invite to it, and do like a playoff or like do like
Yeah,
a pool of four or something. So four players
they
get put together.
actually they actually might do that. Something similar. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I think they do something like that. I don't know if it's the FedEx Cup playoffs or what it is, but
Like set it up because how many team or how many different tee times and stuff do they have? You can almost set it up like 120 golfers and then divide that by four or so. It's like groups of four taking off, and then whoever after Thursday, whoever's the best golfer out of that moves on or something, or top two golfers move on, and then they rematch them up in a group of four. They go out Friday, two winners again, and then so. But alrighty,
um,
we'll
one more quick thing.
yep.
We got we got the NCAA Division I championships, and just for the fun of it, I wanted to bet on it. And so these are my takes just for team championship, not individual. And I'm going two different teams, man, probably three different teams. And out of like I don't know, there's like 30 of them, I think. But I'm going Vanderbilt at plus 500 just because that's my team. Wake Forest a sneaky pick at plus 1800, and North Carolina at plus 1000. Those are my three to kind of win the D1 national championship.
Nice. Do you know anyone in these at all? Ever played with any of
Uh,
them?
nah, I don't really know many of the players. It's hard to follow college D1 college golf because they don't really.
Yeah, there's not a lot of coverage on it.
There's no coverage on it. You just kind of got to follow it through social media and stuff. So
Yep. Well, good luck to all the college players that are getting ready to go.
yeah, that's all I had.
So, all right. Well, we'll peace out till next time.